So this is another video that has gone viral. Um, and it's about NBA YoungBoy. If you don't know who NBA YoungBoy is, he a rapper, a big rapper. He used to be one of my favorite rappers, like 2018, 19, from the younger artists. I actually used to mess with NBA YoungBoy a lot. And he got a real big fan base. He one of the most streamed rappers that there is on YouTube. I think most of us know who NBA Young, but for us who don't, that's a quick breakdown of who he is. He got a real core fan base. Like he not real mainstream like a Drake or Future, but when it comes to some artist that's not mainstream, he probably the biggest that there is, especially with the youth, because the youth, um, young people like his music a lot. So, basically, NBA YoungBoy, if you don't know, I should have looked it up, but he got anywhere from 8 to 11 kids. It's actually crazy. Matter of fact, let me see. Exactly how many kids he got. Welcome, CC. 11th child at 23. 11. NBA YoungBoy got 11 kids by 8 different women. That's crazy. I think one of them, because I used to be a fan of NBA YoungBoy, one of them is like adopted, that's not his, but still, he claiming them. So, I mean, he still got at least 9, 10 that's biologically his, which is crazy, by like 8 different women. So, in this clip, NBA YoungBoy talks about fatherhood and how he feels about having a father, about being a father, of somebody who has all of them kids. So
Talk about fatherhood and how obviously you do have a lot of children.
Yeah.
And I've been around you to see in a short amount of time that you're a great father. How important is fatherhood to you, man?
Not really big on it, to be honest.
What do you mean by that? You're not big on it. Like you're a family man. I'm here with you. I see it.
Yeah, but I'm only out. I'm only like in here because you here.
Oh, well, I don't
See,
believe
it's
you.
a crazy topic because I'm not the type like to sugarcoat nothing. But I'm 4 walls all day, every day.
When you say 4 walls, you mean locked in,
Yeah.
just honed in on the music, recording?
Yeah.
You can take the hat. I don't mind.
We bond a lot, but I'm mostly literally inside.
Working.
No. No matter if I'm watching TV, I'm just sitting there all day. I'm stuck inside just one room. I don't really travel this house like that.
So even in your own home, you'll be stuck in one room.
Man, I don't know. Like
If he wants the hat, he can take the hat.
Man, Jason is dude.
Let him take the hat. He wants it. He can have it. So even at home, obviously we're in a beautiful house right now. You have a beautiful home. You'll still kind of just stick to one room in the house.
Yeah.
What do you think? Why is that? You think, man?
I don't know. I would say I'm like I wouldn't say I'm going through a lot. I'm just me.
there it is. Basically, sure. NBA YoungBoy said that he not big on fatherhood and not so many words. I'm only with my child right now and doing this because you here. If you wasn't here, I'll be in a studio somewhere recording music. And what I basically got from what NBA YoungBoy is saying is that, which we do know, NBA YoungBoy is a workaholic. NBA YoungBoy then got so many mixtapes, so many songs, so many albums. Like he one of them artists like Lil Wayne, like Tupac, to where he just always recording, always making music, which not a bad thing. But the point of this video and what everybody is talking about is the aspect of him being basically like a lot of dudes who have a lot of children by different women and basically because like I like to call it, just like Offset, like NBA Youngboy basically is a rich pookie. Like you can call it however you want to call it, you can spin it however you want to spin it. And if you people don't know what pookie is, it's a Pookie and Ray Ray. I know a lot of this been people been using these words for a long time, and I know a lot of other YouTubers and red pill people and stuff like that, used to turn Pookie and Ray Ray. All it basically Pookie and Ray Ray basically is it can be classified as just, a hood dude, or a dude who, like NBA Youngboy, who have a lot of children by a lot of different women, sleeps around, a lot of them, a lot of Pookies, don't have a job or, living off of women and stuff like that. Now, of course, that's not NBA Youngboy. That's why I say him and Offset is like a rich Pookie. They like basically hood dudes to the core that was able to get rich, but they still have the mentality of a Pookie, of a broke hood dude, even though they rich and successful. It's how they move and how they go about things. So that's what a Pookie or a Ray Ray, as people like to call them, is. And we just use that word because it's an archetype because of what it is. Because we see this all the time in the hood, and a lot of men like this. You know, have a bunch of kids by a lot of different women. And NBA Youngboy been doing this before he had money. He had kids before he blew up, before he was famous. Now, since he then got famous and blew up, it's then, amplifies times 10. Cause like I said, he got, I think he's like 25 now, but he got like 10, 11 kids, which is ultimately ridiculous. And a lot of people brings up the simple fact of what I want to touch on is two aspects. I want to touch on it from the women's standpoint of, women being responsible and what we be talking about as far as women and Black women, um, by majority, and then men too, of them being at fault. So as far as the women go, like we always say, is that these is the type of dudes that women choose. A lot of Black women choose that they want to have this type of man, the dude with swag, the dude who got a bunch of girls, the dude who don't care about them and stuff like this, and they'll be quick to open their legs for him. Because my point of this is that even with NBA Youngboy saying this, there's still a ton of women that will sleep with him. A ton. Like him saying this is not going to stop Black women or women from sleeping with him. That's not gonna happen. And he still got a bunch of fans. Even in the comments, there was some women taking up for him and justifying what he was doing. So that just brings us back to the point of what we be saying, uh these the type of dudes you want. And that's why I don't feel sorry for a lot of women who baby mamas, single baby mothers, struggling and stuff like that, because these is the type of dudes that y'all choose, and y'all would know, because this is what's funny. He got 10 kids by 8 different women. The third, fourth, fifth, sixth baby mama already knew what his MO was and knew that he had kids by multiple women, knew that he wasn't with them for long, and they still chose to sleep with him. Just like now he has a wife, he has a whole wife and a child with her. And this was like his ninth or 10th child that he had with her, and she didn't care. Just the Yaya Mayweather is one of his baby mamas. And that's Floyd Mayweather's daughter. Like your dad is one of the most rich, successful Black men that it is, and you went and got pregnant and had your first child by somebody who already had like 6 kids at the time. Like this is what women do, and then complain and get mad and say men ain't shit, my baby daddy ain't shit, when you already knew that when you got with him. So what did you expect? So this is what men be talking about, that like y'all don't want to do better, like, and y'all basically need to stop crying and be tired of hearing y'all crying, because y'all know what y'all signed up for, and y'all know for whatever reason, the excitement, the challenge, whatever it is, or mainly because with women, y'all think that y'all can change them. That's what women think. I'm gonna be the one that change them. I'm different. My pussy different. I'm better than them. And we all see that we always find out that that's not the case. How he was with you is how he gonna be with somebody else. People are who they are. You can't change nobody. And only mostly because there's some men too, the dummies, the simps that think that they can change women, but you can't change nobody. People is who they is. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. And then a lot of people say, well, he's working, he's providing, he's doing this and he's doing that. But y'all get on Nick Cannon, like I said, Nick Cannon is the same one. Y'all get on the same thing. And then at least Nick Cannon does every holiday makes more of an effort to try to see his kids and be in his kids' life. Like people was bringing up, like I said, I was an NBA young boy fan, like Jania kids. Well, he is on house arrest. I know a lot of people gonna say, well, he on house arrest. Maybe that's why he can't see his kids just as much. I get that too, but just like he said himself, and like we know, like it's not his favorite thing to do, which a lot of men is like that. And then when you got a lot of kids like that, like you more so was concentrating on busting a nut and fucking than you was on having a kid. Like, the kid just what came after that. And then it's like, I got money, so it just is what it is. But a lot of men, which a lot of females don't understand, is that a lot of men know that, okay, I'm just gonna get her pregnant and shit, on to the next one. I got what I wanted. I can always have access to her, can come back when I want to. And 9 times out of 10, she gonna let me because we all know Yaya Mayweather still be talking about NBA YoungBoy. And if NBA YoungBoy wanted to slide back, she would. Just like a few of his other baby mamas would let him slide back. So there's no repercussions for after them being like this, you know, and that's what's crazy. So it just goes to show what we be saying all the time is that you deserve your baby daddy. You deserve who you pick, and this is why me and you shouldn't be the one to save her. Don't be trying to be okay. Her baby daddy was a shit, and he was a pookie, and he was wrong. Let me come in and save you and your kid. Like no, because she know what she wanted and she know what she like. Why would you be the dummy to come and save somebody from their bad decision? And like we say as men, ain't no female, ain't no woman coming to save you from your bad decision. So why would you come and save her from hers? And like I said, 9 times out of 10, because I know women personally that had kids and I done talked to them and broke it down to, what happened and stuff like this. And they'll be with a dude who already had 2, 3 kids or 2, 3 baby mamas. And I remember one girl told me that, well, that didn't have nothing to do with me. And a lot of female mentality, which is what makes y'all so dumb in a lot of instances, is that the whole I don't care what they body count is. I don't care what he did before me and stuff like that. And that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Some men think like that, and them the men that usually end up getting played and done the same way how women be getting done is that they think that what you did before me don't matter. Yes, your history does matter. Your history always matters in every aspect in life. Your credit history matters. What is credit history? Your financial history of how you spent money and paid your bills and did stuff before. Same thing with your criminal record. That's your history of getting in trouble into doing things. Your rental history. If you want to rent an apartment, they're gonna look at your rental history if you ever been evicted before. In every other aspect in life, we look at your history. So why wouldn't you do that for relationship history? If you cheated on everybody else you was with or you dogged them out, why would I think that you would be different with me? That's dumb and that's not smart thinking. And that's what get a lot of women caught up thinking that, well, I'm different and he gonna be different with me and he telling me all of these lies and stuff. No, you judge people like past events form future trends. The history repeats itself. It's a lot of sayings on this. Yes, people do change, but 9 times out of 10, a zebra never changes his stripes. But every one person that does change to get better, the other not 8, 9 people stayed the same. So, and that's what people gotta recognize and realize, and that women don't get. And that's why women always ended up losing and always getting played and say, well, he tricked me and always want to complain. No, you thought that you could change somebody and you being emotional that, oh, I like this dude. He got swag, he cute, he this, he that. Let me just overlook everything else about his past or what he got going on. And that always ends up failing them in the end. So that's just a prime example of this is a prime example of what we be talking about that, you know, y'all get what y'all deserve. And as far as men go, um, like I said, a Pookie Ray, like I said, just the same thing was going on with Cardi B and Offset with her cheating. Like dudes is gonna be who they gonna be, and it ain't no changing them. It's no point in me trying to, because of course um NBA YoungBoy should be doing better and honoring your wife and spending more time with your kids and stuff like that. But he is who he is, and he feel like long as my career comes first, and that's the most important thing to me. So, and if the women allow, and that's the thing, if a woman would allow that, if she want to just take care of the kid and don't care if you see your kid, long as she getting a check, then let it be what it is. I guess that's better than the people that's like NBA YoungBoy who got 8, 9, 10 kids and don't got no money, don't got no job, can't provide, so they not seeing or providing for their kids. I mean, I guess it's better than that. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this real fast and break down, show exactly what we be talking about. And my whole point of this video is that NBA YoungBoy still not gonna be short on getting women. And this is why, and this is what's crazy too. This is what makes men be the way that they is, because there's no repercussions. Women, oh, why do men cheat? Why do men do this and do that? Because they get rewarded for it. Like there's no consequence for it, just like any other thing in life. That's like I tell men, the reason why women so stuck up and got an attitude and act the way that they do is because they know there's no repercussions for it, and there's always gonna be a simp to save them. And that's why these women do this, it's because they know there's gonna be some simp and dumb dude that come along and say me, and you need to not be that dude. And I guess that's what the main part of my this video is for. It's like, don't be the dude to save these women. Don't be the dude to, you know, come in and try to take on another man's child and try to save another man's child and stuff like that. Because what we all know is that two things is that you can't replace the real father. That child, regardless of the situation, as he grow older, there's a big chance that he's still going to seek out his father. He's still going to want to be with that father, um, regardless of what you did as a stepdad. And then two is that the woman, you always got to worry about the woman going back to that dude. Oh, I want to make my family work. Or like they always I forgot who said, that's who she wanted in the first place. Like if a woman opened up her legs to have a child by somebody and then she carried his nut for 9 months and then give life, stretch her pussy out, get her stomach up and to have that man child, one way or another, she wanted to be with that man. And I know women even who had one night stands with a dude and really didn't know him or like him, it's still the natural, in you to want to still try to see if it work out. Like, okay, I had a one night stand. I really don't like them, but for the sake of the child, let's try to make it work. I believe most women want to have a family and wanted to be with their baby daddy in the beginning. They just came to the point of it's not going to work. So they just let it go. But for you, that was her first choice and what she really liked. And then especially if you a good dude or you something different than that, why would you try to save, a woman or be something opposite of what she didn't have? And that's going back to, like I said, about women being dumb and trying to change a man and not looking at his history. You got to look at a female history. Like if she used to Pookie and Ray, she used to hood dude, she used to that, and you know that you're not that, don't try to be that, or don't try to be better for it. Because women, this is another thing. Women talk, women say one thing and do another. We already know because most women say, oh, I want a dude who don't cheat. I don't want a dude like this, but they always end up being with a dude like that. Or they baby daddy was like that. Like, how you don't say you don't like broke dudes, but your ex was broke? Or your baby daddy was broke. You gave him the pussy, had his child, and he ain't had no job, but now you want me to have a job? Like women like to put stipulations on men once they done been ran through and used up. And don't be that guy. Don't be that dude. Let her go back to her baby daddy. Let her be with who she chose to be with. And that's my conclusion for the video. The women that like these type of dudes and stuff like that, and these dudes who had a bunch of kids by different women, let them be with that dude. let them figure it out and stuff like that. Don't be trying to be that dude that's trying to save a female that chose wrong and made bad decisions and stuff like that. Because 9 times out of 10, like I say, you knew who that dude was when you got him. And then especially instances like this, when you the fourth, fifth, sixth baby mama by somebody, like you already knew what it was. And then two is that she's never going to appreciate you for what you did. And that man's kid and his seed is always going to be her top priority. So what sense does it make for you being a good man of coming to a woman who putting another child that's not yours priority above you when that's not your child? Like, yes, you as a woman, you're supposed to put your child first. But as a man, why do I why do I care about you putting your child first when that's not my child? If that's my child, then yeah, put him first. Make sure he eat before I do. Make sure you do what you got to do, because that's my lineage, and I want you to carry that on just in case something happened to me, and it's benefiting me. It's not benefiting you when she's putting a child that's not yours above you. How's that benefiting you? And a lot of men, it's sad to say, who do date single moms to try to save them, it's a form, it's sad to say, it's a form of having low self-esteem and not getting women. Because that's how I look at it. Any dude who trying to wife up a single mother or be with her long term and save her and all that, like, you simping, ain't no way around it. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of single mothers too who look good, who bad. There's some bad ones that got kids out there for sure. And that's what be getting a lot of us, because it's be women who have children. I'm like, dang, you still look good, but something to play with, not something to stay with. Just remember that. And I'm out.